I didn't expect things to go like this. Using magic, constantly on the run. I had no choice. It was either that or join the Gar.
Any updates?
My ward is still active. If someone tries to enter the motel, I'll know.
Huh? What the? Who's doing this?
I don't know! I had gone rogue and made enemies out of the most powerful mages in the world. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Perhaps I should start from the very beginning.
1 month ago.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wells.
Listen, I don't know what you guys want with me. Can someone just explain what's going on?
I'm Agent Thiern with the Guild of Arcane Regulation. You're being detained for suspected involvement in an attack at Shahi's fitness center.
Is this some sort of joke?
This is no laughing matter. A dragon blood is on the loose, and you were the only conscious person at the scene. Magic is real, Callum Wells, and whether you have pieced it together or not, you are a mage. Now let's start with where you were this morning.
I was at my mother's funeral. And for some reason, there was a man with a strange aura there. I had seen this before. People with an otherworldly presence to them. It's like they're invisible to the rest of the world. But not me. Another headache? I've only ever seen a few dozen of them, but it's not rare enough for me to write it off as imagination. And when one of them turns out to be the owner of your neighborhood gym...
Hey, Callum. I haven't seen you in a while.
You just do your best to ignore it. Despite the claws, Mr. Shahi isn't a bad guy. I spend a lot of time at his gym.
Do me a favor, bud. Marie over there just started coming in. Could you help her out?
I don't mind. After my wife passed, Shahi made a point of trying to set me up with every girl that came by. He isn't human, but he's always been kind enough for me to pretend not to notice. Hello. I really like it here. The owner said you could use a bit of help?
I could.
Huh? Marie! What the hell? No robbery?
Get down!
Shahi! What's going on? No, I have to stay awake. I have to. I passed out. Marie! I can't let her die here. I have to get out of the building. No. I need to survive. I need to... I'm outside. But how?
What are you doing?
That's...
Wait here.
What in the world?
Now, what are you?
What the hell is going on here?
Really? I've got Dragonfire at Shahi's fitness center. 1 witness and 1 victim. Looks like the perp sidestepped.
Can you please explain to me what just happened? I feel like I'm going crazy!
What's your classification?
What is that supposed to mean? Look, if you won't explain things to me, I'm not answering.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
The hell is this? My headache's gone. Hey! What are you doing?
Hours later, Guild of Arcane Regulation.
They'll have your head for leaving a magic blocker on a suspect like that. I'm surprised he's still conscious.
He barely noticed it. If anything, it seemed to make him feel better.
But you're sure he's not a mundane?
The security system should have knocked out any mundane in the building. He not only stayed awake, but used some kind of magic to evacuate the other victim.
30-year-old magic user. And he's not registered? From a mundane bloodline at that. It's impossible.
I just bring him in. I don't solve the mystery.
Well, that seems straightforward enough to clear you of suspicion. Which brings us to our next item of business. We'll need to get you registered and tested. Once we know your magic type, we can figure out what you'll be doing for your draft.
My what now?
Every mage serves the Guild of Arcane Regulation. Normally, it's when they're quite a bit younger, but you started late.
But I have an architecture job. I have clients.
By the time you're done with your service, you'll have the skills for a better job.
I see. I don't suppose I have a choice in the matter. Can I just not bother with all this?
Deserters are hunted by the Guild and then executed. Can't have rogues making trouble now, can we?
Mandatory training in a draft? This is tyranny I didn't even know existed. And now it's coming to claim control over me. The Guild wants everyone to serve them or die. But there's no way I'm letting that happen.
Are you ready for your test, Mr. Wells?
What exactly does this entail?
This warded box is going to oversaturate you with mana. The result will tell us your magic type.
How long is it gonna take?
A few seconds or so.
Seconds? But I don't feel anything. Something's wrong. Stop the test!
Almost done, Mr. Wells.
This is going to kill me!
Back with us? Good.
Was that normal?
Not really. I suspect it's just a consequence of performing the test on someone as old as you. Regardless, while you were out, we went ahead and put on your mage's mark.
Huh? They tattooed me while I was unconscious? These people really don't care about freedom.
Being a space mage is quite rare. You'll probably need a tutor. We'll add the cost to your service time.
What a scam. Right, so, any chance I can go home and wrap things up before I'm taken wherever?
Agent Sen here can take you. He'll be your officer for the next week or so until you're integrated.
Good to meet you. So, apparently I've got spatial magic? What does a spatial mage wind up doing for the draft?
Transportation, mostly. Space doesn't have any actual attack, so you'll be a porter.
And what did you do, may I ask?
I'm mostly a pyromancer, so they had me fight on the front lines. But I do a little aeromancy as well.
I doubt that. He looks like a spoiled brat. And what does the guild fight exactly?
Depends. Some hunt down rogue mages on Earth. Others are on the front lines of the 6 portal worlds.
Portal worlds?
Right, you're new to this. They're demi-planes that exist between Earth and the multiverse. They supply the planet with mana, so Gar defends them. Each world corresponds with the existing kinds of supernatural. Vampires, shifters, fae, dragon-blooded, and sea monsters.
And the 6th?
Empty.
I don't buy that for a second. A laptop?
Look up your primers on this. I'll take you back to the Eastern headquarters tomorrow, so make sure you have everything ready.
It looks like magical energy is broken down into 2 categories, mana and V's. Mana is some sort of ambient magical atmosphere that mages can draw from. But a mage's own mana is actually called V's. Unlike mana, V's can have specific aspects, like my spatial talent. I want to learn everything about everything, but this primer only has the basics. I'm starting with a serious handicap, considering most mage children knew all this in magical kindergarten. All right, let's start with something small. This should be light enough. All right, now just focus. Push! It worked. It's basically just brute force magic. since I'm using ambient mana instead of my innate Vs, but it really worked. Being Gar's pack mule wouldn't be so bad if it gave me an excuse to practice, but I need to know what I'm getting myself into. The Guild of Arcane Regulation, a secret organization of the most powerful people in the world. A group like that is bound to have skeletons in their closet. I can't just let myself become a cog in their machine. As I suspected, looks like Sen left out one key detail about the draft. The death rate is 50%. The reason doesn't even seem hidden. It's an open secret that this is all political. Almost all these deaths befall mages that don't sign onto a major family or guild. If the guild's archmages are living for hundreds of years, it's no surprise that they're making sure everyone's living under their thumb, or not at all. Hell, they probably don't even need to do anything anymore. The nature of bureaucracy means that the current system would sustain itself, solely because people with power have a vested interest. That. Gar might have everyone else under their thumb, ready to serve. But I'd rather die than give up my freedom. They want a rogue mage, they'll get one. If I'm gonna disappear, then I'll need to be careful about it. One mistake, and I could have the entire guild on my trail.
That bastard! Escaping on my watch?
Well then, let's see how far he can run.
I need to get out of here now. I've got a couple minutes on Agent Sen, but who knows how fast he is. I barely know how magic works, so I have to assume he has some sort of mobility spell. He said he was a pyromancer and aeromancer, right? So, worst case scenario, he can fly like some sort of superjet. Damn it. There's no way I can outrun him if that's the case.
That idiot. He better have a good excuse for running, or else he just made an enemy out of Gar. As a rogue mage, he'll be hunted down by some of the guild's strongest and most dangerous agents. People even stronger than me. Maybe I should call it in. If he really is trying to flee, Agent Theron would want to know. No, I have an image to protect. I can't let them know I let him escape. I have to do this on my own. Found you.
Damn it! He got here even faster than I thought!
You can't run from me, Callum! You're just a runt who slipped through the cracks!
Huh? The wind is really starting to pick up around here.
Is there a storm coming in?
They can't see him? He's only inches from their face, but they're blind to his magic. I thought if I stayed in a crowded place, I could limit Sin's ability to use magic. Looks like I'll have to find a different way out. Perfect.
Where did that idiot go? Ha! Gotcha, you damn...
Can I help you?
How in the world? Huh? You damn rat!
Where are you headed?
Wesley Farms. Take the back roads. Commercial planes are too trackable. With a little money, I can hitch a ride on a crop duster. It won't be fast, but by early morning, I should be out in the middle of nowhere. I've got new clothes, but that won't hide me forever. I'll need a whole new look to make sure I'm non-detectable. Black will do. After that is the paperwork. Mages need mundane IDs. So if I find a magical pawn shop, they'll probably be able to make one.
How can I help you, sir?
I need a mundane ID.
2,000.
Throw in a laptop, and you got a deal. Chase Hall, huh? That'll work. I was off Gar's radar for 30 years. I can do it again, if it means keeping my freedom.
Meanwhile...
How did he get out without tripping your wards?
We were just going to be here for a night, so I only put spells on the doors. There's no way I could have known he'd jump out a window.
I don't sense any magical residue. Looks like a plain old slip and run.
Archmage Duval is not going to accept this. She was ready to start tutoring him tomorrow.
If the poor kid knew that, I don't blame him for running.
I'm glad you have a sense of humor about this, Agent John. I'm sure you won't mind being the one to relay this to Duval then, would you?
Me?
What?
We've every available body trying to find him, Archmage. I've even asked the vampires and shifters to help. But you know how they are. Although... Archmage Duval. With how difficult spatial magic is to learn unassisted, maybe he decided to live a normal, mundane life.
A normal, mundane life, you say?
Nobody decides not to use their magic! He's not a mundane, he's a rogue mage!
Of course, Archmage. I'll continue my search.
Well, I pray for his sake and yours that you find him, Agent John. Or else, I will have to put my own resources into the matter. If this Callum Wells has truly decided to go rogue, then he shall be captured and executed at once.
A small town in the Midwest.
Is this him?
You hear about the property?
Yeah. Is it yours?
Belongs to my daughter here, Jessica. Sheriff Arthur Langley.
Chase Hall.
So, what do you think, Mr. Hall? Interested?
It's nice and quiet. Maybe I could fix it up to keep me occupied.
You seem rather young to be retired.
Oh, I'm not retired. I'm just taking a break for health reasons.
Well, I've been trying to sell this property for a while. Not many buyers out this way.
All the better for me.
The next day.
I have about 2 years' worth of money after paying for the house. But that's something I can't afford to worry about. The immediate goal is to learn everything I can about magic. If I don't master this stuff, it's only a matter of time before Gar blindsides me. All of the reading says space mages are limited to portals and minor enchantments. I don't believe that at all. It feels impossible to really learn about space without going through someone named Archmage Duval. The fact that she's the only authority shows just how monolithic Gar is. My first time creating a portal was by accident. Basically, just a function of pure subconscious will. Let's see if I can make it work intentionally. All right, here goes nothing. Nice, it worked. The distance is a bit limited, but not bad for a first try. I wonder what else I can make work.
Monday.
Empty already? Where are you? There we go.
Wednesday.
Forming a sphere of V's is one of the first things a mage child learns. A space ball might not have any offensive capabilities, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't still cool.
Friday.
All of the reading says telekinesis is the domain of force mages, which I am not. But I can counter normal gravity, since it is a distortion in space. And if I make an object weightless, I can do a poor man's version. It's a little unorthodox. But without a formal education, this cheating method is good enough for me.
Sunday.
By tapping into the ambient mana surrounding me, I can sense things with my eyes closed. I can even see right through things with a little bit of effort, though the range is pretty limited.
Mr. Hall?
Jessica, right? What brings you by?
Well, the kids are going back to school soon, which means some of them might try cutting through your yard. We tell them not to, but they might anyway.
Oh, that's fine. I haven't gotten around to clearing the wooded parts, though.
Don't worry about it. Kids around here are pretty good with the outdoors. Well, I just wanted to swing by while I was in the neighborhood. Don't be a stranger.
Of course. See you around then. Did you see? I've been throwing around V's for hours. There are traces of it everywhere. I need to figure out how to suppress residual magic. If anyone senses it in my yard, my cover's broken.
What's this request?
Well, the standard test we gave him verified he'd never touched magic before. But there were some anomalies.
And?
I didn't notice it until I went to replace the mana supply. The ward dispersed 100 thoms of mana.
Thom, a unit of magical energy.
But the supply bracelet was only left containing 3. Somehow he absorbed 97 thoms of mana on his own before it ever hit the bracelet.
What does that mean?
Well, that's more than the average novice mage could hold to begin with. And if he never touched magic, his V's pool should have been full. After all, it's not like he's been casting any spells. Truthfully, I don't know what it means, but I'm sure it's connected to how a 30-year-old mage somehow never noticed magic.
Just who are you, Callum Wells?
Mandatory training in a draft? This is tyranny I didn't even know existed. And now it's coming to claim control over me. The guild wants everyone to serve them or die. But there's no way I'm letting that happen.